So in this video I would like to start cost allocation. Okay, cost allocation already come in June 2019 examinations, very important. इसके पिछले वाले वीडियो में हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे कॉस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है, कॉस्ट सेंटर क्या है एंड कॉस्ट यूनिट क्या है एंड व्हाट आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ कॉस्ट, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट, इनडायरेक्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट, direct labor cost, indirect labor cost, direct expenses, overhead, prime cost, cost object, then cost center, then responsibility center, profit center, then cost unit, and few examples of cost unit. And now in this video I would like to start from cost allocation. Okay, so let's get started. So first, what do you mean by cost allocation? When items of cost are identifiable directly with some product or department, such costs are charged to cost center, and this process is known as cost allocation. जो भी item of cost है and which are identifiable directly with some product or department, in that case such costs are charged to such cost center, right? And this process is known as cost allocation. Then wages paid to workers of service department can be allocated to the particular department. Indirect material used by a particular department can also be allocated to the department. Cost allocation calls for two basic factors. One is concerned department product should have caused the cost to be incurred, and exact amount of cost should be computable. That is called cost allocation. When items of cost are identifiable directly with some product or department, such costs are charged to such cost center, and this process is called cost allocations. Like wages paid to worker of service department can be allocated to that particular department, etc. Okay, so now then cost apportionment, this one also very important. It's already come in this June 2019 examinations, 6 marks question. Cost apportionment means when items of cost cannot directly identifiable or directly charged to or accurately identifiable with any cost center, they are prorated. They are prorated or distributed among the cost center on some predetermined basis. This method is known as cost apportionment. When items of cost cannot directly charged to or accurately identifiable with any cost center, they are prorated or distributed among the cost center on some predetermined basis, right? And this method is known as cost apportionment. Thus we see that items of indirect cost residual to the process of cost allocation are covered by cost apportionment. The predetermination of suitable basis of apportionment is very important, and usually following principles are adopted: service or use, then survey method, ability to bear, etc. The basis ultimately adopted should ensure an equitable share of common expenses for the cost center, and the basis once adopted should be reviewed at periodic intervals to improve upon the accuracy of apportionment. Then cost absorption ये इतना important नहीं है, we can skip it. Then conversion cost also important. So what do you mean by conversion cost? This term is defined as the sum of direct wages, direct expenses, and overhead cost of converting raw material to the finished product or converting a material from one stage of production to another stage. Conversion cost means sum of direct wages plus direct expenses plus overhead cost of converting raw material to the finished product, or you can say converting a material from one stage of production to another stage. In other words, you can say in simple, it means that sum of total cost of producing an article less the cost of direct material used, less cost of direct material used. The cost of indirect material and consumable store are included in such cost. The compilation of conversion cost is useful in a number of cases. Where cost of direct material is of fluctuating nature, in that case conversion cost is used to cost control purpose or for any other decision making. In contract jobs where raw material are on account of the buyer, conversion cost take the place of total cost in the books of the producer. Periodic comparison or review of the conversion cost may give sufficient insight as to the level of efficiency with which the production unit is operating. And then cost control. Cost control means what? Cost control is defined as the regulation by executive action of the cost of operating an undertaking, particularly where such action is guided by cost accounting. Cost control as the regulation by executive action of the cost of operating an undertaking, particularly where such action is guided by cost accounting. And cost control involve the following steps and cover the various facets of the management through planning, through communication, through motivation, through appraisal and reporting. Okay, planning. In case of planning, first step in cost control is establishing plan or target, and thereby the plan target may be in the form of budget, standards, estimates, and even past actual may be expressed in physical as well as monetary terms, and this survey as a yardstick by which the plan objective can be assessed. So you can write uh, the meaning of cost control, and you just need to write this only point, that is planning, communication, motivation, appraisal and reporting. अगर 4 पॉइंट भी लिख दोगे तो भी मार्क आ जाएगा, बट यू नीड टू राइट the meaning of the cost control first. That is, cost control is defined as the regulation by executive action of the cost of operating an undertaking, particularly where such action is guided by cost accounting. Right. Cost control involve the following step and cover the various facets of the management. First one is planning and second one is communication. Communication means the plan and the policy laid down by the management are made known to all those responsible for carrying them out. Communication is established in two directions. Directives are issued by higher level of management to the lower level for compliance, and the lower level executive report performance to the higher level. That is called communication. This is one of the step for cost control. Then motivation. Motivation means the plan is given effect to and performance start. The performance is evaluated, cost are ascertained, and information about result achieved are collected and reported. The fact that costs are being complied for measuring performance act as a motivating force and makes individual endeavor to better their performance. And fourth, appraisal and reporting. The actual performance is compared with the predetermined plan, and variance, that is deviation from the plan, are analyzed as to their cause, and the variances are reported to the proper level of management. In the last step, एक्चुअल परफॉर्मेंस को प्री डिटरमाइंड प्लान के साथ मैच किया जाएगा टू नो द वेरिएंस, दैट इज यू कैन से डेविएशन फ्रॉम द प्लान आर एनालाइज एज टू देयर कॉज, एंड देन after that the variances are reported to the proper level of management to take necessary actions to control the cost. Right, so this is called cost control, and this is the step to control the cost: planning, communication, motivation and appraisal activities. Okay, then another one is decision making. Decision making. The variants are reviewed and decisions are taken. Then corrective action and remedial measures or revision of the target are required are to be taken. Okay. उसके बाद डिसीजन लिया जाएगा. पहले प्लानिंग, then communication, then motivation, then appraisal and reporting, and after that decision making. You just need to remember the point. First need to make plan, then communicate, then motivate, then appraisal and reporting, after that decision making. Okay. Now what are the advantages of cost control? This one also very important. It's already come in December 28 examinations. ये आपका 6 मार्क वाला शॉर्ट नोट आएगा, 6 मार्क्स. ओके. थ्योरी. What are the advantages of cost control? First one is achieving the expected return on capital employed by maximizing or optimizing profit. Then increase productivity of the available resources. जो भी अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेस है उसका इंक्रीज कर रहा है, increase in productivity of the available resources. Then a reasonable price of the customer, continued employment and job opportunity to the worker, economic use of limited resources of production, increased credit worthiness, and prosperity and economic stability of the industry. These are the advantages of cost control. You just need to write only 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, achieving the expected return on capital employed by maximizing or optimizing profit, increase in productivity of the available resources, then continued employment and job opportunity for the workers, then economic use of limited resources of production, increase credit worthiness. Okay, only 6 you need to remember. This one also very important for your examination point of view. Then cost reduction. Cost reduction means profit is the resultant of two varying factors. One is sales, another one is cost. The wider the gap between these two factors, the larger is the profit. Thus, profit can be maximized either by increasing sales or by reducing cost. In a competition-less market, or in case of monopoly product, it may perhaps be possible to increase price to earn more profit, and the need for reducing cost may not be felt. Such conditions cannot, however, exist paramount, and when competition comes into play, it may not be possible to increase the sale price without having its adverse effect on the sales volume, which in turn reduces the profit. Besides, increase in price of product has the ultimate effect of pushing up the raw material prices, wages of employee, and other expenses, all of which tend to increase cost. In the long run, substitute product may come up in the market, resulting in loss of business. Avenues have therefore to be explored and methods devised to cut down expenditure and thereby reduce the cost of production. In short, we can say cost reduction would mean maximization of profit by reducing cost, which through economics and savings in cost of manufacture, administration, selling and distribution. Okay, cost reduction would mean maximization of profit. ये प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन कर रहा है कैसे? कॉस्ट को रिड्यूस करके, थ्रू इकोनॉमिक एंड सेविंग्स इन कॉस्ट ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चर, administration, selling and distribution in this way. And cost reduction may be defined as the real and permanent reduction in the unit of cost. Cost reduction may be defined as the real and permanent reduction in the unit of cost of goods manufactured or service rendered without impairing their suitability for the use intended. As will be seen from the definition, the reduction in cost should be real and permanent. The reduction in cost should be real and permanent. A reduction due to windfalls fortuitous received, change in government policy like reduction in taxes or duties, or due to temporary measures taken for tiding over the financial difficulties do not strictly come under the purview of cost reduction. At the same time, a program of cost reduction should in no way affect the quality of the product, nor should it lower the standard of performance of the business. Okay, broadly speaking, reduction in cost per unit of production may affected in two ways. First, by reducing expenditure, the volume of output remaining constant, and by increasing productivity, that is by increasing volume of output and the level of expenditure remains unchanged. ब्रॉडली स्पीकिंग अगर कहा जाए तो दो तरीका होता है टू रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट. फर्स्ट वन इज बाय रिड्यूसिंग एक्सपेंडिचर. अगर एक्सपेंडिचर रिड्यूस होगा एंड वॉल्यूम ऑफ आउटपुट रिमेनिंग कांस्टेंट, वॉल्यूम ऑफ आउटपुट जो भी हो वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा, इधर एक्सपेंडिचर रिड्यूस होगा, so that cost will be reduced and cost will be reduced and maximize revenue will be maximized. And second, by increasing productivity, that is by increasing volume of output and the level of expenditure remains unchanged. By increasing productivity, that is by increasing volume of output and the level of expenditure remains unchanged. Okay, these aspects of cost reduction are closely linked and they act together. There may be a reduction in the expenditure and the same time an increase in productivity. Now, difference between cost control and cost reduction. Cost control and cost reduction. And this one also already comes in June 2018 examinations with 6 marks short notes. So this one also important. Both cost reduction and cost control are efficient tools of management, but their concept and procedure are wildly different. The differences are summarized below. In case of cost control represent efforts made towards achieving target or goal. But in case of cost reduction, it represent the achievement in reduction of cost. Cost control अचीव कर रहा है टारगेट को, बट कॉस्ट रिडक्शन रिड्यूस कर रहा है कॉस्ट को. फर्स्ट डिफरेंस. सेकंड डिफरेंस, इन कॉस्ट कंट्रोल इज टू सेट अप ए टारगेट. कॉस्ट कंट्रोल सेटअप करेगा टारगेट, बट इन केस ऑफ कॉस्ट रिडक्शन इज नॉट कंसर्न विथ मेंटेनेंस ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टैंडर्ड. ये कंसर्न नहीं है टू मेंटेनेंस ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टैंडर्ड. एंड third difference between cost control and cost reduction will be, in case of cost control assumes the existence of standard or norms which are not challenged. Cost control assumes the existence of standard or norms which are not challenged. But in case of cost reduction assumes the existence of concealed potential savings in standards or norms which are therefore subjected to a constant challenge with a view to improvement by bringing out savings. In case of cost control assume कर रहा है the existence of जो भी standard और norms है which are not challenged. But in case of cost reduction, it assumes the existence of concealed potential savings in standards or norms which are therefore subjected to a constant challenge with a view to improvement by bringing out savings. Right. Then number 4. Fourth difference between cost control and cost reduction will be, in case of cost control, it is a preventive function. Costs are optimized before they are incurred. But in case of cost reduction, it is a corrective function. Okay. Cost reduction is a corrective function. It operates even when an efficient cost control system exists. There is room for reduction in the achieved cost under control conditions, right? Then another important difference between cost control and cost reduction will be, in case of cost control lack dynamic approach, but in case of cost reduction continues process of analysis. So these are the 5 important difference between cost control and cost reduction. You just need to remember all the important point, and at least 4 time revision is required. and you will secure surely 6 marks. Okay, so thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your support. Happy studying.